G'day trendsetters. Thought it was about time I give you a walk through the Regeneridge Permaculture Centre. Things are coming along great. Here we are at number 44. Cars everywhere. Got a few new volunteers. Actually, it doesn't look that park. There's a lot of people missing. Here's the saw. We cut up the bamboo for the hot water service. Here's our little shack smoking away. Got the fire going inside. Still a bit chilly at this time of day. Here's the wood-fired oven. Pretty cool thing, this. If you can see, fire goes in there. You can't really see. Make a fire in there. Put your stuff in there. Cook. Stairs getting done. Excavations everywhere. It's so wet here. The pave is ready to go. The work table, workshop in there. This thing over here is pretty cool. There's our wood-fired hot water service. Light a fire in there. Put your fire in there. Comes up this high. It goes through a coil up here. And out the port up into here. 250 litres of hot water in about an hour and a half of fire. I may as well show you the shower while we're at it. We go in here. This is the shower. In here, the taps, the shower head, all our pretty soaps and stuff. Yeah, rainforest right there. More rubbish that we're still cleaning up. Endless rubbish here, people. We're getting there. Look how beautiful it is. How could you leave so much rubbish in such a beautiful place? Anyway, we'll clean it up. It's not a drama. It's just time and work. Up here to what will be a nurse or a hospital for one of the chooks gets sick. Haven't put a door on it yet. This is where the ladders live, behind the dunny. Through the workshop with your bamboo thing. All my tools. My OCD is next level now. Loving it. This is where some of the magic happens in here. Our potting and planting mix. That's the next one getting ready to be made. Here's some plants ready to be potted up today. Here's the toilet. Solar powered street light. There we go. Over that. Ta-da. Dunny. In there. All the mod cons. That's got a light. Ta-da. Living like kings out here, mate. Living like kings. Oh, here's some pots and stuff. But when we're potting up, this is our mini grow tunnel. We're saving all these silky oaks. Heaps of silky oaks. There's me jaboticabas. Had them since seed for about a year now. Just starting to grow again. I think it's an avocado. Can't remember now. And what do you call that? Can't remember. That's sandbung. That's right. Some more silky oak. And here's our next crop coming up. Corn, tomatoes, and bok choy, all sorts of things. It's all coming up. Can't remember what's what. It's all written there. But it's a bit dark to read right now. Anyway, that's the little grow tunnel. Here's one of the wood sheds. It's looking a bit grim at the moment. It's usually chockers ready to go. There's that wood-fired stove of wood. More wood in behind there, just curing, not ready to burn yet. There's my spare wheels. Generator shed. Generator shed there, mate. Because we are off grid. There's our solar panels. 2 of. They get most of the sun. I've got another 2 down there that get the afternoon sun. These get most of the day and then they get the afternoon. Pretty much all the power we need. Yeah, a little mower shed. Gas bottles and petrol and everything lives, so a bit safer than having it near the house. There's Mumsy's place. She'd be sound asleep, so we'll be a bit quiet. But yeah, this is the next job we're on. This is the campground getting sorted at the moment. Just got to finish clearing all that. Goes down, goes right around. Won't go down here, won't annoy Mumsy. So all that will be all clear, ready for camping. All up here, all through here, all there, all that. All ready for camping. Here's a little nursery. A lot of stuff just recovering after being neglected, and the rains and the mould and everything else that's going on here. Lack of time. There's all this brom garden. Waste of time, that's going. One of the sharks. This tank is going over here to catch the water that from this when we put a gutter on here properly. Corey's van. Got to get that moved and out the road. This is going to be the communal kitchen area. We're getting there. It's a bit rough at the moment. It's the number 1 dwelling where our volunteers are. This is number 2 dwelling where we do all sorts of things. More just storage and playing music at the moment. More garden that's absolutely almost useless. Looks pretty, but this is all going to be turned into a aesthetic food garden. That's down the track. We've got plenty of other jobs on at the moment. And yeah, some stairs are going in here, but they're not there yet. We had to clear all this. Some IBCs, that'll be our drinking water. We'll get them nice and clean and put some filters and all the good stuff on it. And that'll be our just for drinking. But at the moment, we're alright. We got filters and stuff. We're just drinking out of this tank. This big tank here. Yeah, so we just got little sheds and stuff. More rainforest. That thing there is going to be the roof of the gate shed when we ever build it. Then we have the alternate between summer and winter. In winter, she's a hothouse. In summer, you can see I put the shade cloth on. Bit of shade. We haven't filled it up yet. Bugger all in here at the moment, but they're all passion fruit cuttings that are taken off. They seem to be doing alright, so that's good. Another container here. This will be our meat storage eventually. Even though we don't eat meat, a lot of people do, and the dogs do, and we'll have a lot of our own meat on site, so we'll be able to store it. Back gate to the paw ring. Come over here, there's a latch here, just open it up if you can't reach. A couple of stairs there. This is where our veggie scraps go. As you can see, this is the very bottom corner of the garden. All these paths and all the water and all the nutrients from the garden all end up in this pond before seeping through. If it ever does fill, it will overflow through this pipe, which is just about height. We'll go in the garden and show you later. Here's some more supplies ready to go. Oh, this has been clear. This is a lot of clearing. I can't stress enough the amount of clearing we have done here and the amount of cleaning and tidying, and it's still a mess. Look, this is all our stuff though. This is all useful bits of stuff. There's some timbers under there that I'm trying to keep dry because I've got nowhere else to put them. Oh, this has got to be cleaned up, moved, but we're getting there. All this was just dumped in the middle of the floods, in the middle of the mud. Thought, oh, we'll sort that out later. Anyway, that brings us to the bottom swale garden. Let's have a look in here. Go in here. So you stay out. He's still learning about garden beds. And he just seems he can walk everywhere. And he can't walk everywhere. He's got to stay off the beds. So yeah. There's the end down there. We'll go down there in a minute. And there's a pigeon pea. Everything's doing great here, except for the cassava. Struggling a little bit, but it's still alive. That's when the turmeric's just gone in. The turmeric, I think it is. The mugwort's loving it, as it does. Look at this. I would say that's elderberry. And the mugwort is loving life here. Another cassava. But yeah, they should come back. Should be good. Another turmeric, another pigeon pea. Didn't do much, but we got a flowers. Mugwort. I don't know what that is. I'll just call them plants. More plants. More plants, more plants, more plants, more plants. Look at this beauty, eh? It's going to be huge. Oh, there's my hand for reference. It's huge. Another pigeon pea, almost did its thing, but we're definitely going to get seed, and that's the main thing here. Getting our own seed that's ready to grow in his exact environment. Yeah, look at all the mustard greens, salad greens, and everything's loving it. All these tomatoes got to go in today. Oh, not today. One more, another day after that, I think. It's all about the moon planting for us. We try to anyway. Oh, this here. Oh, isn't that pretty flowers? Taro needs to be dug up and sorted. She's done a yellowing of the leaves bit. Tubes didn't come to the surface, but they were buried a bit deep, so. But we'll be able to get some more out of that for sure. Oh, we missed the broccoli. Bolted. That's alright. Alright. That's that swale. We'll do a quick look up here. Got the top side so you can see how the swale works. Here's the end of the swale. Goes along here. Through that pipe. Which is actually a swivel pipe. So, if I want that end to fill up with water, and not this end, I just turn this up. I haven't been turned for a while, so it's all muddied in, but you get the idea. We just turn that up. Fix that later. Yeah, I haven't mulched all this, so this is all growing. I mean, it's all weed, but weeds are just things in the wrong spot. It's still organic matter. I will chop that down, just lie it down where it is, and that will sort itself out. Just keep doing that, and then something else will take over. But we'll have it planted with something by then. So we're not too stressed about it. At least something's growing there. We haven't got bare soil. That's the worst thing you can do. Anyway, here's the kitchen garden. Let's go for a quick walk in there. Great time of morning this. Everyone's still asleep pretty much. I think the dogs are just waking up. But into the kitchen garden we go. Once again, I locked Bella out. He's not around now. He ran away. Not happy that I wouldn't let him in. That's his problem. Oh, look at Davidson plums ready to go. I don't know. They're just being in here for some reason. I think they'll get planted in here. The girls have been doing most of the planting. The boys came and shaped it. And all sorts of things. You'd have to ask Holly what's what. I know they're tomatoes. I like the tomatoes coming up. Beans on our bean trellis. Yeah, it's looking really good. Look at these guys. Wow. Just over 3 weeks these have been in. This is how fertile you can make this soil. I think they've been watered twice, rained once, and here we are, almost heart nut. Yum yums. Here's Holly's famous herb spiral. We start here and we go round. Yeah, round there, round. Round, 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 round. And out. And there'll be a bath here we're trying to attract frogs into. Yeah. And then this is where I want my dogs not allowed in. They wreck the side of that. I've got to fix that up. Anyway, go over here. More tomatoes and stuff. These are cool, these heirloom things. They don't even look like tomatoes. I love them. Just something different. They're really yum too. Most tomatoes are, but yeah, it's just personal preference. I just like the aesthetics of these leaves. They're just so different. And onions and carrots and all sorts of things coming down here. Row after row after row after row after row. And this is all the viney legumes and that down here. So this is the back southwest fence. So that'll be just covered in vine for the western sun protection. And the southwesterly winds will be protected from them. But yeah, all this is today's job. Gonna put corn in here, that corn that I showed you in the grow tunnel. We'll go in this little area and we'll do the Three Sisters there. We'll grow the corn, then we grow peas, peas or beans up the stalks, and then we grow pumpkin on the ground as cover. Can't be sick. Here's some more birds, and here's the other side of the banana papaya circle. So yeah, come up here. So when it fills up, there's a pipe down there with holes in it. Lets the water out. So yeah, it's pretty deep, even though that looks shallow, but that's full. About 300 mil, 400 mil deep of organic matter and manure and more vegetables and that. And when we get more veggies in here, we just throw a bit of straw, a bit of manure on, and it just keeps going. Yeah, these guys were so neglected. Wasn't sure if they're going to make it at all, but they seem to be all hanging in there and actually doing better than hanging in there. They're looking better than when I put them in, so that means we're on the right track. They're going to survive. Yeah, and oh, that's the other thing. All the nutrients from up there. I didn't show you the compost, but yeah. That blue tarp up there is manure. So anything that leaches out comes down this track all the way down into this pit, feeding the papaya and bananas. It's all about flow, all about systems, all about capturing every bit of nutrient, not letting it get in the river. River doesn't want nutrient. Land needs a nutrient. River just wants the water. Nice, fresh, clean water even, if you can do it. But anyway, that's the kitchen garden. Forgot to show you the compost bay. We'll go back in here for a minute. Got a bit excited and ran away. Saw the kitchen garden, wanted to show you. This is our human manure system. Nearly full. We've got to build another 6 of these or 5 of these. Yeah. And yeah, if the camera had a smell thing, you'd notice that there's absolutely no smell. We've got that running perfect. Here's the pallets for the next one. Here's our compost bay. Today is a compost turn day, actually. So yeah, compost bays are here. Any nutrient leach comes down out of this diversion drain, seeping through this, then into that drain that I showed you that goes down there. There's our manure pile. We get the best manure. So good. Yeah, man. What's our compost looking like? Let's have a look. Oh yeah, it's starting to look very compost-like. Very compost-like. It's day 12, I think, today. I'd have to look at the calendar. Alright, we'll go up to the next swale. Or the other end of that swale, even. There's this gate. Fellows on me, bit of shaker. Funny boy. Oh, he's found the cow bone. Biodynamics used to happen here, so there's buried cow bones everywhere, which is really cool. I think that's half the reason why we started with such fertile land. There's a beautiful little country. Been saving that all year since we've been here. I've had a cage that's been smashed by the chooks. Thought we'd lost it. Put a cage around it. It's come back. Now it's thriving. It's like, yo! And the lake lot, I think. Yeah, no water out here. This one hasn't been planted out properly. Yeah, still got some things to put in. Put this blue mulberry in yesterday. So this is the end of the swale. This is the water spill over. Lowest point's this blue one here. So it'll sort of just trickle over here. And in the major rain event, obviously it'll trickle over the whole lot, but it's still the lowest point. It won't affect the wall at all. This is the tank. This will be the self-watering system for the chooks. So there's their house. Got to put a couple of sheets of tin and a gutter on that, and then it'll go into this, and then that blue hose. Where's the other thing? Oh, yeah. Goes to that thing, which is goes inside, and that's the water, self-waterer. Then they'll be self-sufficient in their own water. Let's go and have a look in there. Here we are, the chook pen. One off. This one's going to be the intensive chook compost system, which I'll finish today. Started that yesterday. What'll happen is the chook Hilton. I won't open the door because they'll want to come out and then they'll get upset. Yeah, they're already on to me. So yeah, what happens is we put a cage here, we make a compost, the same as like a hot compost, 1 cubic metre minimum. I do about 1.5 usually. And then a week later, we take the cage off and we move it to here. And then a week later, we move it to here. And then a week later, we move it to here. And then a week later, we move it to here. And then a week later, we move it to here. And then the week after that, it goes out the door and into the garden. So yeah, 7 weeks. But in the meantime, you'll have one following it up. So after the first 7 weeks, every week after that, a cubic metre of soil will be coming out of here. And we put it in here, yeah, and when we assemble a pile, then let the chooks out and they spread it all, and then we reassemble it, and then they spread it all and we reassemble it until it gets up here. Very minimal work. The chooks are doing most of the work and getting rid of most of the seeds, because this doesn't end up as a hot compost. It'll be a warm compost, but it's not a hot compost, so that's why the chooks are involved, to help out with the seeds. Oh, look, we'll go and have a look. We'll go and upset them. They're so pretty. You've got to check them out. Hey, kids. You see in here? Here's some kids. You're not coming out. The chook Hilda, mate. They love it in here. They think it's great. I'll go around and call and show you their eggs and that, but no, I don't want them escaping. If I shut the door, you won't have light either. Love you guys. See you later. We don't let them out till about 11, sometime between 11 and 12. So that they do most of their egg laying in their boxes where they're supposed to, and they don't wander too far. If you let them out early, you end up with them on your doorstep and in your house and just everywhere they're not supposed to be. Keep them locked up for half a day and they behave very well. And their eggs are all where they're supposed to be. Shut this. That's the last of our straw pile. To get some more. There's all the bits of the bamboo. That little bit of bamboo I used. That's all the bits I had to process off it. We use that for weaving and stuff. More just for fun. We don't get too stressed about making our own baskets or anything. But it'd be nice to have a couple just to say, look what we can do. This trampoline, we'll cage around the side, and that's where we'll grow our roosters for eating. And that can be moved according to where the grass is up here. Go right up to the back there. Now, a really ugly stockpile of bits and pieces of wire. And then a little bit here. Permaculture ain't pretty. It's a constant state of preparation, is how I explain it. You're never going to get to a point where you're prepared and you sit back and have a beer and go, done. Never. It's a constant state of preparation. Here's the other chook pen. This is our main flock. These guys are all free range. You let them out of here and off they go. All down everywhere they want to go. Anyway, morning guys. You got any eggs yet? Can you see in there? There will be. Anyway, let's go up the swale. So, look at the bamboo. Just processing bamboo all the time here. Trying to get rid of it. Trying to claim it back to the road. And here we are in the swale. Anyway, yeah. It starts there. Comes all the way down here. It was all planted yesterday, so that's why it's looking a bit grim. He hasn't put his feet in the ground yet. Give him a good water today and they'll be right. This has been in for a while. Can or not, mate? Can't remember now. More plants that are going in. Yeah, so we're all this just got finished shaping yesterday. Like we dug it with the excavator, but you still got to hand shape it. Still a lot of shaping to go on here. But yeah, we'll get that done probably today or tomorrow. And then we go up here. to near the top. Just so I'll give you a view of the whole place now it's light. And here we are. Progress so far at Regeneridge Permaculture Centre. Stay awesome, trendsetters. Love you all. See ya.